What up, boxing world? We back. You know who it is. It's your boy T-Dub making it do what it do, better yet, what it does. All right, guys, listen, man. We had the Lomachenko versus Linares, which was actually a pretty good fight before Lomachenko got Linares out of there in the 10th round with a body shot. And guys, oh my, guys, Sadam Ali versus Jaime. I don't know who made this match for him. I don't know who said this is the fight to take on short notice. Maybe because they said, hey, Triple G was considering the fighting this guy, so you know he's not about shit. So let's fight him and get the win over him. Man, oh man, oh man. Listen, guys. Sadam Ali got abused in there, man. He got beat. I mean, he got beat like they did in the old days where mom grabbed a switch, a board, a knife, a paddle, anything she can grab, a house shoe, and beat you all around that house until your crying goes silent, guys. And listen, you know it hurt when you get to crying and your mom or dad get into you real good with a whipping, and out of nowhere you still crying, but there's no sound. You shaking. Ah! Listen, man. He was getting that work. And guys, the reason I got Pacquiao and Matisse up here is because I believe if Manny Pacquiao defeats Matisse, he is a good front runner to get a fight with Lomachenko next. Because, guys, listen, Manny Pacquiao is 39 years old. A lot of people, like to see him fight, like his action style, fast hands. Really good, really skilled, really strong fighter. The only downside is, guys, like a lot of things, with good things that you like, especially in the sport of boxing, it get old, guys. Michael Jordan got old. Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, Troy Aikman. Manny Pacquiao, he's getting older. He's 39 years old, but he does, at least a lot of people's eyes, and even my eye, I still believe he has something left in the tank. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I am not delusional. I don't believe his tank is on full. No, but I damn sure don't believe it's on empty. But because it's not on empty, don't mean that a fighter like Lomachenko cannot put in that work. And guys, last but certainly not least, Bob. Bring down the prices right. Bob said that Floyd Mayweather was trying to set up Tank Davis. Guys, listen. We're going to get into all that. Remember, you can comment below and let me know what you think. Guys, I am using my phone, so for whatever crazy reason, the text in the background is white on white. Horrible, guys. So if I can't quite see your message or you sound like I'm struggling to read it, it's because I am. I can't see it, and I'm struggling trying to make out what it says. All right. Let's just check real quick before we get started. There we go, guys. AJ's in the house. What's going on, AJ? Let me see if I can make out your text. What we got here? He said, yo, what's going on, my dude? He said, Lomay will win easily. Good fight, but Lomay fresh. All right, I'm thinking about the Manny Pacquiao versus Lomachenko. Listen, man, I did a video on this earlier talking about Manny Pacquiao versus Lomachenko. And similar to the word you used, fresh, I think Lomachenko is definitely similar to a younger Manny Pacquiao. When Manny Pacquiao was, the Ricky Hatton, the Miguel Cotto, that Manny Pacquiao, the Shane Mosley Manny Pacquiao, that Manny Pacquiao had ridiculous speed and even more crazier punches. Even Tim Bradley, who they gave a win to. I repeat, they gave a win to. I thought Manny Pacquiao beat him all 3 times. Tim Bradley said, listen, even though those punches are fast, each one of those punches have deadly intentions on them, which means Manny Pacquiao at one point was just throwing the heat. 4 or 5 punch combination. Each one of them is like haymakers. But he doesn't have that power no more, guys. Or at least he has not shown that power. That blinding speed. He's still fast, but he doesn't have blinding speed anymore. his head movement is a little bit more slower. His in and out game is a little bit off. So, with that said, I do believe Manny Pacquiao has something left in the tank, guys. But what I am saying is that there's a clear difference from what Manny Pacquiao was and where he is now in his age. I wish I knew how to update this chat without going back into it. All right. What's up, Black Horseman Promotion? What's going on, big dog? Let's see what you said there. It says, here's a fight date scheduled for August 25th. Right, yep. You're right, he does. Tank getting too cocky, needs to humble. The fights, experienced fighters may lose. It's a showboating. Sorry guys, remember this text, this app is not good. It's white on white text. Let me touch on, let's see. 25th, right? I believe you're talking about, they said Lomachenko wants to be back in the action the 25th. Manny Pacquiao has a fight coming up next month, right? And Manny Pacquiao, remember, Manny Pacquiao next fight coming up, Manny Pacquiao, his company is the head promoter. But remember, he is co-promoting with Top Rank, even though he has fought to prove that, listen, I am no longer under Top Rank. It can be cold outside and Top Rank can be a blanket. I am no longer under Top Rank. But we are going to do work. He will co-promote on this. And also, guys, it's going to be like 3 promotional companies. It's going to be Manny Pacquiao and Top Rank. They're going to handle the distribution in ESPN and within the States. And you have Golden Boy, which probably will have a smaller role, but the simple fact is they are fighting a Golden Boy fighter, Lucas Matisse. So, but Manny Pacquiao said, listen, if I get this win and if Lomachenko wins against Linares, they are hoping to set that fight up. To be honest, I think that's the only reason that Manny Pacquiao is even allowing Bob to even be a part of this fight. Otherwise, why even have Top Rank a part of this fight? If you got Oscar De La Hoya, which is a pretty big, promotional company in boxing, you can just say, all right, Oscar, you handle the rights to the TV here, we do that, and you be the second co-promoter. I don't even need Bob. But the simple fact is, the reason I believe he's actually using Bob is he wants that Lomachenko fight. He wants that Lomachenko fight and that work. Now, I don't know where the fight is going to be at. I know they said at one point that Manny Pacquiao could make 140 easy. But the thing is, will Lomachenko go up to 140, or will they face a catch weight between 140 and 135? That is yet to be seen. All right, what was that last question? Let's see what we got here. Besides my screen timing out on me. All right, let's go back in it. Listen, guys, we are live. Do me a favor, please take a second to subscribe, like, and share. Teed up. What's blazing the sports, making it do what it do, better yet what it does. Guys, so I'm in the shade, but I'm about to walk to my car. I think I might be able to see a little bit better, at least your text-wise. Give me a second. I'm making that move, guys, making that move. This is what I do on break. I'll take a break just to work. All right, here we go. Let's see. Give me some darkness. All right, still suck. Let's see. Plus knockout power. I'm a Tank fan, but that will be a perfect fight. Now, AJ, I might be missing something, man. Let me see. He's a dog below me, has tricks and hit the head trick and cannot read this, man. Too white on white. It look like a little disagreeing there. I disagree, AJ. All right, I can't catch it all, guys, the white on white, but I'm going to try to catch as much as I can. Lomachenko, guys. So we're talking about Lomachenko and maybe possibly fighting Tank Davis. Is that kind of the discussion that's going on now? Since Lomachenko, he had a little time. Listen, to be honest, I think on the scorecard they may have had it at a draw in the 10th round. I believe I had Lomachenko maybe edging it. I thought Lomachenko was just maybe a little bit sharper than Linares. Linares just needed to, not wait on Lomachenko. I mean, listen, guys, I know it's easier said than done. But I think Linares shouldn't have waited on Lomachenko. He should let his hands go a little bit more. And then when Lomachenko did attack, he shouldn't have just stood there and try to block. He should have either countered or he should have moved out the way. If you don't believe me, guys, listen. Go tell one of your friends, say, hey, throw 8-punch combination on me. The moment he started throwing punches, move. And I guarantee you, he stopped throwing. You're like, why you stop throwing? Because you move. Right. If you're not standing there, you can't get hit. But Lomachenko versus Tank Davis. You know what, guys? Here's my thought on that. If Lomachenko catches Tank Davis, I think he could put some hurt on him. No, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. If Tank Davis catches Lomachenko, let me get that right, guys. If Tank Davis catches Lomachenko, I think he can put some hurt on him. But who has the better skills that I can visually see right now? I think is Lomachenko. I don't believe that Lomachenko will KO Tank Davis if he does win. If he wins, it'll be either him, maybe discouraging Tank Davis, because I believe that even in the Linares fights, I believe he was discouraged then. Guys, he was Linares was discouraged because the punches was coming in angles that he just couldn't deal with. Even though he said he prepared for it, he just couldn't deal with it, and you can tell it was frustrating Linares. But guys, I don't know. Is Tank Davis ready for Lomachenko? Listen, I really don't know, but to be honest, man, if you have a title, can you really say, well, listen, I got a title, but I'm not ready to fight that champion, I want to fight some lower tiers. And I mean, imagine how that looks, guys. Just imagine. If you're a champion, I'm not ready to fight that champion. No way. But think about this. Anybody you fight, you're ready to fight them because you believe you can beat them. You believe you can beat them guys, so you're ready to fight them guys. Oh, I believe I got the upper hand. But against Lomachenko, if you don't feel you had the upper hand, then you don't want that fight. So, I mean, you be the judge on how they can actually look if you're a champion. If you're not a champion, then you can't be forced into anything. But if you are a champion and you have a belt, then all that I'm not ready is out the window. Once you're a champion, I'm not ready is out the window. Let's see what we got, guys. Once again, T-Dog, what's played in the sports, doing my lunch thing. You know how it is. You know what, man? I gotta find a better app, guys, because this white on white is crazy. He said, I agree with that last comment. What did that say? Pick Tank. He said, I picked Tank to stop Lomay. It's possible. I think Tank Davis has the power. I think he has the power to do it. I think Tank Davis has the power to stop Lomachenko. But when you just look at this overall skills, and it's crazy because Tank Davis has skills, man. Tank Davis has pretty good skills, and it's not knocking him. You're looking at two guys with skills. So even if I say that I think Lomachenko has more skills, it's not a knock on Tank Davis because he does have skills and he does have power. I mean, he looked great in his last performance, against the guy he was fighting. But when you look at Lomachenko, man, like, the guy is just so creative with his angles and finding shots. Like I said in my last video, I haven't seen the southpaw and the orthodox, land so many jabs. Typically, the jabs is more of a range finder and a setup to throw, like, the big cross or something else. Typically, the jab don't land that flush all the time, and Lomachenko jab would just land it. I mean, he disguised it. He threw it over the jab, under the jab, up jabs. He threw a lot of different jabs that was snapping back to hit Linares. So Linares versus versus Linares, but Lomachenko versus Tank Davis, which, guys, we can talk about it, but to be honest, I don't think it's going to happen. And here's another reason why I say I don't think it's going to happen is because of what Bob's saying. Bob, listen, we can touch on that right now. We can touch on that right now. Bob said that Floyd Mayweather is trying to set up Lomachenko. Not Lomachenko, but Tank Davis. So he's trying to set him up. Now, in all honesty, guys, I believe that Floyd Mayweather has put Tank Davis in a position to be at least a two-time world champion. The only reason Tank Davis lost his belt is because of his own doing, not because of Floyd Mayweather. I don't believe that Floyd would have put Tank Davis in there with a fighter because he said his first title fight, his promotional company thought he wasn't ready, but he was. I don't see, unless your promotional company is having you fight a fighter that they promote as well, they promote that fighter and they want that fighter to be the next champion and not you, and all kind of things like that, then maybe you can have an argument. But if that fighter does not work for Floyd or under the same promotional banner, different promotional banner, it doesn't benefit him to go out there and give his fighter losses. It hurt him as a promotional company because his fighters are losing. Remember when they said with 50 Cent, his last hope with was what's his name, Gamboa, and when he lost, it was all down the drain. It was over. Listen, in order to be a good promoter, you gotta get winners. You gotta put your fighters in position to get title fights, and that's what Floyd Mayweather has done. Listen, since Tank has won that fight, they say yeah, he won it. He's a young champion, you know. But that's how you do it. That's not setting you up. Look at all these young champions. Mike Tyson was a young champion. Floyd was a young champion. Manny Pacquiao was a young champion. You know, I think by Tank Davis saying that, to be honest, guys, I believe Floyd Mayweather believed more in his talents for that first fight than Tank believed himself. That's why Floyd put him in that position. And let's see what's up, man. Let's operate. We operate. I can't read it though. What it says, Adrian Broner filled his head up. That's what AJ. What's up, AJ John? What's going on, big dog? Shout out to AJ. Shout out to Black Horseman Promotions. Black Horseman says Floyd is a smart fighter but dumb promoter. All right, let's talk a Black Horse Promotion. Let's talk about Floyd Mayweather, promoter fighter. Here is one of the issues that I see from the outside looking in. I think Floyd Mayweather tries to be these guys too much their friend. He is a great fighter, and I think Floyd Mayweather, I think he still enjoys the spotlight in a lot of ways, but he tries to be these guys' friend. And whenever you be a guy's friend, that's when the respect level a lot of times kind of go down. If you keep it just business, then a lot of time it's handled in a business way, and if it's not, then you go to court and you try to sue to get out of things. But with Floyd Mayweather being just so down to earth and so street with a lot of his people, instead of them handling things right, they're treating it just like he's just another regular dude. Going to Instagram, going to Twitter, calling him out. Twitter beef, Instagram beef against the guy that's paying you, your promoter. Now, this is not good business for Floyd Mayweather. It's horrible business because it makes any other fighter see that you don't have control. Your fighters are acting out. Tank Davis acting out. The other fighter, I can't remember his name, talking about Floyd Mayweather jealous of him because he getting knockouts. Why would your promotional company be jealous of you getting knockouts when they get paid off of you winning? When you start losing, check this out, guys. Listen, fighters, listen. When you start losing, they lose. They lose when you lose. Because when they try to fight somebody else, their bargaining chips for getting more money goes down the drain. If you're undefeated, if you got a belt, that makes them more money, makes you more money. So what I'm saying, guys, is Floyd Mayweather is not trying to shine on you because you're winning. Matter of fact, he happy because his bank account goes cha-ching thanks to you. When you start losing and you start losing and you start losing, then you're going to run into, man, you became an asset to a liability. Now I have to cut you. Or you have to retire. Or no one wants to fight you because you doesn't bring money. All right? Guys, listen. I got to talk about poor Ali, man. Listen. I'm talking about Ali, man. This not Muhammad Ali, Sadam Ali, guys. Sadam Ali beat Miguel Cotto, who I thought Miguel Cotto was going to win, but man, oh man, how far the apple has fallen from the tree. Miguel Cotto did not win, guys, and seemed pretty okay with the loss and riding off to the sunset. At that time, man, guys, every 154-pounder was licking their chops. Every 154-pound champion was like, I want him. Me, pick me. They all want that shot. Now, listen, if you want to talk about setup, now let's talk. Or if we're not going to call it setup, let's just say, could have been a better decision made. Can we say that? All right. Sadam Ali, original opponent, got hurt, I believe, had to pull out, where he ended up taking Jaime on short notice. Now, listen, I'm not even going to start to lie to you, and it's not even my job, but I don't even know who Jaime is. I mean, who he was, or I didn't know who he fought. But the simple fact is, when you know that you got to find an opponent, when it's your job to look at, okay, how big is this guy? How tall is his reach? How do he win? What is his record? What is his age? What is his size? And watching all of that, you should be able to make a better decision. And you know what? Maybe we shouldn't fight this guy because Ali is really a 147-pounder, and we're trying to sneak a couple fights here and there at 154 because we know he's just not big enough for this weight division. God damn, guys, listen. Jaime went out there, man, and he beat this boy so goddamn bad. He beat him like he caught that guy with his girlfriend doing the you-know-what and went to beating the brakes off of him, man. I mean, this guy was just throwing vicious hooks, lead hooks and uppercuts, and it really looked like a real-life David versus Goliath, but David didn't bring that slingshot, and Goliath brought them fucking stones of bricks and was cracking them all upside Sadam Ali head. 4 rounds. What did he drop him twice in the first? And I mean, it was just getting ridiculous, man. Like this was really like oh man, somebody threw the towel in. I was already thinking throwing the towel in, you know. Maybe around 3. I think round 2 wasn't as bad, but man, I mean, this is a guy. You know, they call some of these guys weight bullies. You know, I can't remember where I originally heard that from, but they're trying to say I mean is a weight bully. You know, someone like her. Listen, I don't know how these guys do it, man, because they must got some really good people behind them that watching what they eat. Because when I lose weight, you know, like that, and try to rehydrate, I be tired of shit. These guys can still operate. Look at Hurd, man. Hurd is one of those guys that, I mean, I know, like, Hurd fights like a bully in there. He comes for it, takes the best you got, and gets stronger as the fight go on. I think Ali must have been watching Laura versus Hurd. I'm like, you know what, man? Laura's a little guy. If Laura can compete and stand there and box with these guys, maybe I can too. Laura just got caught with a good shot. Nah, listen, let's not. Everything Laura's a damn good fighter, and maybe if Laura would have moved a little bit, maybe he could have done a little better, maybe pull it off. But the fact is, Hurd gets stronger, and I think Hurd versus Jaime would be a fucking hell of a clash with nobody going backwards, both coming forward. Somebody's gonna get knocked clean the fuck out easily. All right, let's check the chat out real quick, guys. Hey, and what do you want next from these guys too? West Side, what up? What up? We in the house. What's going on, Big Doubt? All right, let's see. Jaime will beat Charlo and Hurd. He said, great stream, my brother. Hey, appreciate it, West Side, man. Listen, bro, I'm taking a lunch today, man. I actually get a lunch and not just a 10 to 15 minute break. So, you know what? Let me just touch on a lot of multiple subjects at one time. And this is one of them, man. Listen, man, that dude Jaime, bro, hey, I didn't know who he was before he fought and beat the runny nose snot out of Ali. But man, this guy definitely came into the division and instantly a champion now. Now the question is, where does he go from here? Obviously, people are talking about maybe him fighting Charlo or fighting Hurd. I know with Hurd, I believe he was trying to work something out with the fight Jamar Charlo. But also, I can't remember which one of the belts was it that ordered a rematch with him and Laura. So that could be happening as well. But we'll get to see how that pans out, man. We got to see how that pans out as well. But Manny Pacquiao, listen, guys, this is what I really believe is really going to happen. Top Rank is not going to fight Tank Davis. Simple fact is, Top Rank Bob, in my eyes, is so many words trying to say that Tank Davis is not ready. When you're trying to say that Floyd Mayweather is setting up Tank Davis, that means you saying your fighter is so great and the other fighter isn't. You saying that Lomachenko is so much better than Tank Davis that if that fight was to happen, it'd be like setting Tank Davis up to get his ass handed to him. That's what he's saying. And I'm going to tell you why I believe that Bob is saying that. Listen, Bob don't like Floyd. Bob don't like Floyd Mayweather. And anytime you get guys in this position that can shit on another guy that they don't like, they will. One example, I give you an example right now. Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya said Floyd Mayweather, actually, whenever he can shit on Floyd, for the most part, he does. Every now and then when people call him out, he'll try to give him a little credit, and he has given him some credit. But a lot of times when he can shit on him without wiping, he definitely shits on Floyd at all times when he can. The Floyd Mayweather versus what was his name, guy, UFC fighter? Come on, think T-Dub, think T-Dub. What is it? How come it can't pop in my head? Golly. Fuck the Mayweathers. Oh, McGregor. Man, guys, my mind went blank. Conor McGregor. You remember what they were saying? This is a disgrace to the sport. We should boycott this. Shitting on him. Shitting on Floyd Mayweather. Shitting on this fight. Trying to hurt his business. And then after they fight, what does Oscar De La Hoya say? I've been secretly training for 2 months to fight Conor McGregor. If he wants to fight, I would do it. Wait a minute. You talking about boycotting it, Canelo holding up things, Triple G holding up things, and now you're talking about you've been secretly training for 2 months to fight the guy that you said it was a disgrace to the sport if he's fought in the sport? All right. Now, that's an example of especially this type of hate. It's promoter. They're competition with each other. And with Bob, another thing Bob is doing is, one, he really don't like Floyd. He really don't like Floyd, so he shit on him. Two, he knows Floyd Mayweather fighter Gervonta Davis, he's not happy. So if he's not happy, what he's trying to do is, another thing is, give Gervonta Davis another route. If you can get out of your Floyd's contract with TMT, there will be a home for you at Top Rank. So I believe Bob is trying to send those little signals to him that you can get a home here with me. We'll treat you right. We'll give you the fights you want to get. He's trying to set you up. We won't do that. But something Tank Davis should know. Everything that smell good, sound good, look good, ain't good. Because if you believe any of that, we'll treat you better. You better ask Manny Pacquiao. Why was Manny Pacquiao, who was a champion, fighting Jeff Horn, who may have been ranked number 2 at the time, but not a mandatory as far as I know of? Why did Manny Pacquiao travel to Australia, where you know you're not going to win a decision, to fight Jeff Horn to defend his title? That is dumb on all levels. I mean, that's why Manny Pacquiao's mad. I believe Manny Pacquiao had faith in Top Rank. See, it's just one of them things, guys. Listen, to be in that type of business sometimes, some of these people, they really pretend to be your friend. And they'll treat you good. They say they'll treat you good 7 times in a row to where you believe they won't hurt you. They say they treat Manny Pacquiao so good 6, 7 times in a row, giving him the fights, giving him the money, loving him up. And then now it's like, in their eyes, now it's coming back to pay us. And the way you're going to pay us is, we know you're getting older. We're not going to get that many fights out of you. We got to get another champion with this belt. And we don't want to we don't want you to lose that belt to any other promotional fighter but one that works with us or signed to us. Manny, you know what we're going to do? We're going to pay you more money, but it's an easy fight. It's a lay-down fight. Just go over and fight this guy, Jeff Horn, in Australia, get an easy payday, and you're good. But it didn't play out that way. Now Manny Pacquiao could have worked with Top Rank solely, but started his own promotional company. Could have worked with Freddie Roach, who Manny Pacquiao made Freddie Roach the richest, the highest paid. Well, I don't know about the overall total, but he definitely was the highest paid trainer when he was training Manny Pacquiao, how much Manny Pacquiao was paying here per fight. And he is no longer working with Freddie Roach. And to be honest, if he trusted Freddie Roach, there will be no doubt he would happily pay that money again. But the trust is gone, guys. Something like the old blues song, the thrill is gone, and it's definitely gone, guys. So, let's bounce back to the chat real quick. If I can see that. De La Hoya is 50 years old. I know. De La Hoya say he want that work with McGregor's 2 months sickly training. Somebody say, ask him now, you still training? David needs to stay with who he's with. That's how he got there. Exactly, man. Listen, man. And another thing with Floyd Mayweather, I'm not sure if it was you testing the AJ or was it Black Horse Promotions, but one of you guys were talking about Mayweather fighter versus the promoter. Here's some things that I believe. I don't know firsthand, but just me, making a guess off of what I have seen in the social media or in something like that. Floyd Mayweather, he promotes these guys, but he's too much of a friend. Floyd Mayweather has so much money that he treats his fighters too good. They don't earn it, guys. They just don't earn it. It's like your kid turning, 16 years old, and you get him a Ferrari. You buy it to him, you give it to him, hands out. And he's not going to treat that car nice. He's probably going to wreck that car. He didn't have to earn it. You didn't make him break no yards. Like, I don't care if I'm rich, man. I got a 5-year-old that just turned 5 May the 9th. I had his birthday party, May 10th. And I tell you right now, my son's going to have to earn it. I don't care if I am rich. He's going to have to go out there and do something. He's going to have to show me. He's going to work for it. And that first car he get is not going to be a Ferrari. It's going to be whatever. It'll get him around. I'll make sure he's safe, guys. Don't get me wrong. T-Dub ain't gonna throw him in no hoopty. I made sure that I am going to drive enough hoopties in my day that my son won't have to drive one. At least I hope. Because I'm not going to lie to you guys. Listen, your boy T-Dubs done push so many hoopties. And they're like, man, you get girls in that? Like, shit, man, you don't know what I can do with this hoopty, bro. It's still rolling. All right, but I lost my track of thought. Get out real quick. Let's see, AJ. Long as you, I can't read it. Long as you winning, they for you start losing. I cannot read it, guys. Listen, I wish I'd have done. I gotta find a different app for my YouTube streaming. This one is just too crazy with the white on white. But I think, and then even when Floyd Mayweather said that he's been talking to Top Rank about making the Tank Davis and Lomachenko fight. To be honest, Floyd Mayweather, yes, he talked to them only so he can say, I really did talk to them and it's really true. But I believe his underlying message was, don't fuck with me. If I really want to throw you under the bus, Tank, I can. I've been babysitting you, Tank. When I was still fighting, I was making sure to use my co-main event. That way you got just as much exposure as I got on my fight court. I didn't do, listen, matter of fact, if Tank Davis wasn't with Floyd Mayweather, there's no doubt in my mind that he would not be the guy he is today. Money-wise, he wouldn't have the shots that he had. Listen, if you're saying Floyd Mayweather, if you're basically saying you wasn't ready for your first title fight, but Floyd threw you in there, so are you admitting that you wouldn't even be a champion right now? You wouldn't even be a champion? To me, I mean, guys, think that's the thing, man. Floyd it's too nice. It's too nice. And if you know anything about spoiled kids, if you spoil a kid and give a kid, let's say, a brand new bike every day, and that one day you don't give him a brand new bike, you say, well, I don't have the money today to get that brand new bike, drive that old bike. That kid would talk to you like you've never been talked to before. I hate you. You this. I wish you died. They would say all those things about you. But when it comes to that let's say that other parent who didn't really give them much at all, hardly showed them attention, and that be the ones they love. That be the one when they say they're hungry, they say, boy, you better go in and fix them in that ramen. You better go put some hot dogs in that ramen. You know, you better go, better make that ramen taste like Chinese food. What do you mean you hungry? Shit, I'm hungry too. Fix me a pack. And that be the one they love and they cherish more. So you can't spoil these fighters because you lose their respect. You think you're buying their respect. You think you're buying their love and you're buying their loyalty when you're really not. And a lot of times these fighters sign with Floyd because they want that get rich quick type of thing. And Floyd should let them know off top, listen, this is not a get rich quick type of thing. What I can do is I can put you in a amount of fights and make you work for it. And you keep winning, you will get your riches. You will get your riches. I will give you title opportunities. But the whole Lomachenko thing, guys, I believe Floyd knew that fight was going to happen because Manny Pacquiao, in my eyes, is going to have first dibs at it. I'm willing to bet anyone right now that I believe that Lomachenko, now, only between these two fighters, I would bet you that Lomachenko will fight if both fighters stay win. Let's put some stipulations to it. Both fighters not stay win, but don't lose, stay winning. Lomachenko will fight Manny Pacquiao way before he fights Tank Davis. Hands down. And not just that, because I know Top Rank is going to work with Pacquiao more because he's going to be promoting on both sides, which is another thing. Floyd Mayweather knows Top Rank is not going to work with him that well. That's why when Floyd Mayweather announced about Lomachenko, he didn't say, I talked to Bob. He talked to somebody else. He didn't even talk to Bob. Because if you hear what Bob says Floyd's trying to set him up. So that fight's not going to happen, hands down. All right, where we at, guys? Time is 2:39. Listen, man, your boy been getting it, man. I'm outside. It's warm out here. It's warm as shit. I'm not going to lie to you about that. All right, let's try to read. Man, let me try to read some of these comments, man. I need to find. You know how you trying to, like, get some real dark shade on this red on white? All right, what we got? If I was Floyd, I would send. This is AJ Jones. If I was Floyd, I would send him out to find. Is it fend for himself and see how far he goes. Here's what's gonna happen. Man, it's really that hard, guys, reading that. But that is one thing that Bob will want right now. Bob will want that because Bob will swoop him up. See, here's the thing, man. Floyd Mayweather done already built the foundation, or at least made the foundation that may have already been there. He brought it to the public eyes. He didn't already put the work in. You know, I mean, think about this. Not Lomachenko, but Tank Davis has fought on bigger cards than probably any of his fighters. He fought on Floyd Mayweather's cards. He's known. Floyd put the work in. So the moment Floyd Mayweather let Tank Davis out of his contract, Top Rank is going to try to swoop him up. Oscar De La Hoya going to try to swoop him up. Eddie Hearn going to try to come in with his new $1 billion deal and try to swoop him up. It's going to be everyone trying to jump on him. And a lot of that is because Floyd Mayweather put that work in. Because there's a reason why Floyd actually got him and nobody else. Floyd actually put that guy to where he is now. But to be honest, Tank Davis need to be thankful, man. He done got so settled in becoming a fighter, so settled in the money, and he's starting to associate with people that may have a bad influence, maybe influencing him to think bad, and he's just not been appreciative. He's been very ungrateful. He should think back and look, man, this guy got me 2 titles back to back. The only loss I took is me losing my title, but I won the fight. That's on me. He didn't do that. You know, I think he should be more thankful, to be honest. West Side, what up? What you say, big dog? Man, Jaime was a fight. Was it light heavyweight, bro? I am hearing this, man. I heard that. I heard as well. I heard that Jaime. They said this is one of them guys that they say can easily fight at 168. They're like he can easily fight at 168. But man, you know, look, dog. You know, but the fact is, if you can get down to that weight and you can fight at that weight, I don't know if anybody can do much about it. The thing is, I blame Sadam Ali people for not noticing that first. Listen, if you got your son, right, and here's how my thing: promotional companies should be looking at their fighters like extended family. You know, like this is somebody that you really care about their well-being, or close family, a mother, not mother, but let's say a son or a daughter. If you got a son, any father want to put his son in a position to keep what he got or win. That's what you want to do. And if I'd have looked up, and if I knew my son really was a 147 pounder by size, but only went to 154 to get a quick title from Cotto, you know, ain't no way I'll fight somebody that goddamn big, man. Ain't no way. There's no way I'll fight somebody that big. Because when he's that big, unless Sadam Ali had the power of Thor, or if Sadam Ali was punching people like Deontay Wilder, if he was punching people like Deontay Wilder or beasting people like Triple G or something, then I can say, okay, I can see why they put him in there, because he has his it factor that hits so hard. But if Sadam Ali doesn't have that much power, he doesn't have the greatest speed. Yes, he looked pretty decent against Cotto, but he got beat by Vargas. You know, like, I don't know, man. That is definitely all bad business. I mean, man, the way they beat Ali, man, listen, guys, the way they beat Ali, I shook my head for him, guys. I shook my head and said, shaking my head all out for Ali. I thought I was going to have a moment of silence the way he was beating that boy in there, man. It was literally like a bully. It was like where one of them little guys, like, finally, I had enough. I'm going to stand up to the bully, and you think the little guy's going to beat the bully, but the bully still beats the living snot out of the little guy. I mean, just beat the living snot out of the little guy. Man, it was bad. I remember I wish I had clips, guys. I'm doing this live. I wish I had clips. The way he was just putting it on him. You know, guys, let me walk slowly towards the building. You know, I'm going to drive. I'm going to drive to the building. I'll park at the very end. Listen, man, your boy T-Dub know the summertime coming. You know what? Your boy trying to slim up, trying to get fit in this thing. Boy, it's hot. I should let my window down. But, Ali, man, listen. I want to see more from Jaime, for real. Ali is about to fade. The one thing I don't want to hear from here, I don't want to hear nothing like a rematch. He don't want a rematch. In some fights, you don't want to fight no more, guys. You know what? And I'm going to say this right here. Sean Porter, I don't believe Sean Porter ever asked for a rematch against Kell Brook. Let me ask you this, guys. Sean Porter had the title and lost to Kell Brook and lost his title. That was his title. The title for Keith Thurman, he never had it. Keith Thurman was defending his title. But Sean Porter has been doing everything under his power to try to get under the skin of Keith Thurman to get that rematch. I want that rematch. I want that rematch. He's been doing everything under his skin to fight Danny Garcia, who doesn't even have a title. I mean, even before Danny had a title. But my thing is, how come he hasn't put this effort in to get that rematch with Kell Brook? How come he's not putting that effort in? Since Kell Brook is not at that weight no more, I understand that. He's not at that weight no more. How come he's not putting that effort in to fight Errol Spence Jr.? Because Errol Spence already said Sean Porter can get that work. 9 to 5, straight up, no breaks. No overtime. Get it. All right, guys. I got a few more minutes. Let's cut it up. See what we got. What's going on? Is it Ruben Foster? What's going on, Ruben? Let me see what he got. Golden Boy only take care of their Mexican fighters. Name one. Was that white or black? Golden Boy fighter without looking it up. You know what, Ruben? Hey, sorry, man. It's white on white text in background, so it's hard to read it. I was thinking, like, when people said that he was set up, man, I was thinking that because Golden Boy, they really do push their Mexican fighters because Mexicans support. I'm going to be honest, man. Mexicans support their own, way more. African Americans or blacks, they don't support as much. I mean, yeah, you do got some, but there are a lot that hate. There's a lot that just hate. There's a lot of jealousy sometimes and want to see you lose. And then, since Oscar De La Hoya run Golden Boy, I think that's what they're doing. They really want to push, the Mexican fighters more. I mean, obviously they will hire other ones, especially if you're on top, but they push. Now, some people are saying that, Sadam Ali was set up. They're saying he was set up. Shit, maybe he was. I don't know, man. But he a champion. See, that's the thing about it, man. When you're a champion, you're a champion. But I think Sadam Ali should have had more say in who he fought. You know what I'm saying? Like, your promotional company should come to you, like, especially on short notice. Why would you fight somebody that big on short notice? Maybe they was believing that, hey, he doesn't have much time. If he makes the weight, he'll be draining himself. Remember, he was just about to fight Triple G. He can't be that hard. Find out the hard way, guys. Let's see what else we got, guys. We're in the chat. This is my lunch break hour, guys. I'm trying to give it to you. Please do me a favor. Hit the like button, subscribe, guys. And listen, if you want to catch these live ones, if I'm at work during this time, it'd be like this. If I'm at home, guys, you get the whole shebang. You got me, you got the whole background, you get the whole setup, guys. And I take live phone calls. AJ Jones back in the house. Mexican fighters fight hard. Overall, I guess that's where they would get the Mexican style from, because in the day, Mexican fighters would have come hard. Not only do they fight hard, but they can take a lot of punishment. They give you, if you want to see that rough and rugged fight, you can definitely get your money worth. I think Canelo is different. Canelo doesn't really fight in that tradition. I think Canelo is more of a boxer role than that. He has really good power. I say Canelo is probably more of a boxer puncher. He's a boss, but he definitely has a good punch in him as well. But with Golden Boy, it's just like, I can't think of the other fighter. Is it what's his name? Garcia is a young fighter that's under Golden Boy right now. Something Garcia, like a really good guy, like know how to market himself. Really try to stand out, draws attention. I think he just went his first decision in a while. He was talking about Tate Davis. I can't think of his name, but I know it's something Garcia. See, I mean, they got that Golden Boy image they're looking for. And the Golden Boy image, in my eyes, what they look for is Mexican fighters that can be marketed. They got to be handsome. They got to be attractive. Where people are going to say, oh my gosh, he looks good. You got to be able to fight. You got to be able to style. You got to be able to sell yourself. That's why I believe at one point, Victor Ortiz was in that kind of category too. He started losing. Canelo definitely is in that category. Oscar De La Hoya is in that category. And this young kid Garcia, they can keep money for they can be in that category. But Hamid, I don't know, man. Hamid, they might be trying something totally different. They might be going with the Andre the Giant approach. Just listen, this guy's a bully. He's like a Margarito, guys. Remember Margarito? Margarito's one of them guys, before they found out the plaster in his hand, Margarito's one of them guys that would just, come forward, throw a lot of punches, man, and just try to bust your head in. Before he knew he was, having a plaster, look at Cotto. He just came forward, man. And even when he fought Paul Williams, I think Paul Williams jumped out to an early lead on Margarito. But then that second half of the fight, man, because Margarito Margarita just kept coming, even though Margarita was nothing like he was back in the day. Partly due to age, we don't know how much part due to plaster, because he was plastering. We know for sure. Listen, guys, we don't know about a lot of fights, but we damn sure know for at least one fight, the one that he got caught in, that he was punching people with the real iron fist. All right, guys. So what else we got? What does it say? Okay. All right, guys. So this your boy T Dub with Blazing Sports, man. I got to clock back in. My lunch hour is up in about 8 minutes. But here's the good thing, guys. Even though it's up in 8 minutes, the way I take my lunch is so late when I do take them, I get off in an hour and 8 minutes. So I'm going to go back up, guys, tighten some things up, put some bows on some work. I got to go to the gym today. Hey, how's it going? What's up, man? I'm good. I'm good. Got to go back to the gym today, guys. I'm training some fighters. Listen, man, listen. Your boy T-Dub does it, man. This is what I do. Matter of fact, I'm going to take the stairs, guys. I said I'm walking for a reason. I train fighters. I'm also training myself, and I'm thinking about getting back in the ring myself. But you know what, guys? I love boxing so much, I can never let this go. Hope you guys appreciate it. Hope you guys took a second to subscribe it, share this, throw this on your Facebook. Help the channel grow, guys. What's Blazing? Be a part of What's Blazing Land. Always making it do what it do. Better yet, guys, what it does.